Hey guys, what it is your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the drama life prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all face to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, coming through at the end of the night. Yes, it is still March the 9th, 2023, girl. Coming through after we just seen this Scream movie. I told y'all we were going to go see it. Crazy. I went and seen it in the same theater or theater, depending on where you're from, girl. Oh, and if you're from the Midwest in Chicago, they call it the show. So I just came from the show. Seeing Scream. Scream, what is it? 6. Yeah. What's crazy is that I seen it at the same theater that I seen the original one way back in the 90s. I remember when I begged my mom to let me go. Back in the 90s, I was not allowed to see anything that was not rated G. Going to see something PG, sometime, but PG-13, girl, no. So surprisingly enough, I was in high school and my mother felt like I was old enough to see I think it's PG. I don't think the first was Scream. Were they rated R? They couldn't have been, because my mama wouldn't have let me go see that. There's no way they could have been rated R back then. Crazy what kids are exposed to now. We couldn't even watch that type of stuff. Isn't that weird? So like a child of my age back then and a child of that age now is actually older because they've been exposed to more stuff now than they were back then. Isn't that crazy? But anyways, earlier I was talking to you guys. I was out there at the lake. Girl, I wasn't trying to be nosy, but them folks was just sitting up on that lake. That was so cute. The guy, they both had spread out the little picnic picnic blanket together, and then they started taking selfies and everything else. I was hoping wasn't no gator finna creep up out that lake, cause girl, if they ain't from, we got a lot of tourists here, right? Y'all, if y'all visit Florida, please be careful. We have gators and snakes and things, like, for real. This is not a joke. So the way they was sitting out there with they hanging their little meat across the little lake, girl, that scared me. I like the lake. I love to look at the lake, but girl, I wasn't getting out there. I was not getting out that vehicle. I can observe the lake from where I sat. Y'all know we went to the swampland here in Orlando. I took the kids. Y'all know I do a lot of vlogging. And we visited the swamps. And I promise you, you drive through on these small paths. Girl, if that path, they say the gators will come and sit across the path. And if they sit there, you got to wait till they gone. Girl, I had every imagination. I'm like, what if that big old thick tail just come across and hit my tire? And then it hits it so hard that it knocks the vehicle like into, oh girl, I had so many imaginations. But we drove, we got through there. If y'all want to check that out, it will be linked in the description box below when we visited the swampland here in Florida, in Apopka. But anyway, when I was sitting out there, I was abruptly cut off because I didn't realize I had to clear off my phone before I went to recording, and I just went to recording. But it cut off when I was telling you guys that Money is about to graduate college. Her graduation is coming up the month after this month. I'm actually gonna set up a something. I don't know. She has a cash app. Maybe I'll do like raise some money for her graduation or whatever like that. So I'll link that if anybody wants to donate. This girl done been through hell and high water, and to know that she is finally reaching her goals, like, girl, that is crazy. And she's reaching her goals, thank God, faster than I reached mine. She has far surpassed her father and her mother, right? But I was saying that in 2020, I had rewrote Marcello's change petition. Well, actually, not rewrote it. I started over because they deleted the first one. I had a few signatures, but I guess if you don't get change, they put a time limit on change. Girl, hopefully they ain't deleted this one. But if you don't reach like your goal, like getting to a certain amount, they completely they deactivate your change petition. So in 2020, like while the world was shut down, I wanted my husband home so bad, like freaking bad. Our daughter had just graduated in 2019 prior, and I was due to graduate in 2020. Kind of failed due to all of that, and I finished my classes in 2020, but I walked across the stage. Well, they drove. Girl, I graduated in 2020, so it was a graduation drive-by, girl. My family, they drove me up to the stage, this one stage outside in the parking lot. Let me out the car. I walked across the stage. My family took pictures from the vehicle, and then they played the little music, and they would just they recorded your name being called, and that was our graduation. Then we got in the car. We went to the back of the parking lot, and then we all took graduation pictures with this little setup background that they had. It was different. Everything I do is real different. But that was my graduation, girl. Um, and the thing was, my husband missed it. He missed our daughter's high school graduation. Y'all know I always say he missed first steps, first words, kindergarten graduation, high school graduation. Wasn't nothing but an empty seat there where he should have sat, but you know. He missed my graduation, and now he's gonna miss our daughter's college graduation. So from 2020 to 2023, I can't believe that much time has went since passed since the shutdown. And when I set up that change petition, I mean, so many people were reaching out to me, and they were actually like signing the petition, sharing the petition. I had never gotten so much traction. I even had the people from Change reach out to me and give me a person like an ambassador to help me grow the petition, but they can only work with you for a little while, and then I was off on my own. And it was doing so good that I just had this feeling in my spirit that Marcello was going to come home. And we even got to the point where I was like, so if he comes home, am I going to be prepared? Because there's a such thing as being so prepared, and it never happens, that you end up not being prepared. Like, okay, here's an example. You're going on a trip. You're waiting on somebody to come pick you up. Your bags are packed. You got everything ready, but they never come. So you're just standing there, standing there, standing there. Eventually, you're going to take a seat. Okay. You still waiting on them, but you taking a seat. Okay. Eventually, you're going to be like, hold on, they not coming. You might need to take some things out your bag because they haven't showed up yet. Okay. So now you're just going to start making your way back home because you're like, okay, if they come, maybe, after a while, let's say a week, a month, a year, 10 years, a decade, 2 decades pass, and they haven't come picked you up yet. You finna unpack all them bags and just be like, okay, whatever, they're not coming. So that's the same instance in me. I just was so hopeful. I knew he was coming on. I knew this story was finna break. I just knew it, and it just never happens till you start getting unpacked and unexpecting. And I was like, but what if it did turn around and he came home? There would be nothing really set for him to come home to. He has no clothes, he has no this, no that. So in faith, I started buying an item each paycheck for Marcello. I bought Axe deodorant spray, which I used to love when I worked at Walmart, to walk down that aisle and just if I could just have this on my man. Like, girl, I bought some boxers. I bought some white tees, and each week I was buying him something, and I was gonna set up this drive. I had his own drawer at that time in my apartment. I was going to set up where people can donate themselves. You know, a lot of my viewers can donate, and somehow we kind of get sidetracked from that. But I just knew he was coming home and that he would be in attendance in at least Money's college graduation. But guess what? That's right around the corner. She's due to graduate May 7th, 2023. And as we stand, Marchello's release date is still, I believe it's April of 2039. Girl, he's about to miss another milestone. So I'm just so excited and glad. I guess what we always do. Well, I can't even JPay email them because they done changed the email from JPay. Now we back to Securus, but Securus with email, like, it's too much. They doing too much. They are banking off of our broken families, like, for real. These people making bank. Just like that man said, he said they get bread per head they lay in a bed. All right, guys, it's your girl Cadillac. I'll do some more research and I'll be back soon. I'll be back with my vlogs. I'll be back with some of my I got to get back to my artwork, girl. That was going good, and then what happened? I got sidetracked, girl. All right, it's your girl Cadillac.